Hello everyone, welcome back to I Create For You. Well, let me tell you what happened. Last night, I finally got into my routine of sketching, so I brought out this book, made a video, actually did count them, 2 sketches. Yep, 2 prompts. And my phone cut me off. The video stopped early. I wasn't done yapping. That was point 1. Point 2, when to edit it. You don't have enough storage to edit. Alrighty then. So what do? I spend the rest of the night and the better part of today deleting crap, printing out stuff so I can delete crap. I deleted lots of crap and it still wouldn't take. It wouldn't let me edit that one. And so what I did was I just deleted it. I thought I'm going to do another one a little shorter, but I'm going to make sure that you guys knew I did try. But I do have this, the sketches were done and the prompts were done and I couldn't redo them. So we did number 38, which was a 3D kitty. And we did number 39, which was an anaconda, and I was telling stories about snakes when my camera and my phone decided to say, okay, that's enough yapping. So, I can retell the stories. I'm not going to make it a real long video again, like I said, but I can quickly tell you a little bit about what I was talking about. I didn't talk so much about this, except for when I was sketching and that. And I had done the blue lines. I don't know, it looks like a notebook paper. I had done blue lines on that. And then I found out I couldn't edit my video. And I'm like, okay, I can't backtrack. And this was such a fun little project that I was like, I'm not redoing that. When I was doing this one, I was telling you guys a story about a snake. My kids were in the reptile club. 4-H had a reptile club here, and my son was really into turtles and snakes and lizards and all those kind of things, and my daughter, and so we attended 4-H, and you could take your pets in and do like a show and tell and stuff. Well, I was looking through, I don't know what platform it was. I don't know if it was Craigslist back then. It was in the 90s. It could have been Craigslist. And I know there was not a marketplace at that time. And there was a ad for someone was giving away an iguana. And I was like, okay. We had talked about lizards. We were going to get a bearded dragon or whatever. And that wasn't, the thing that was in the ad. I answered the ad and I went to get it. And it wasn't like a hop, skip, and a jump there. It was a fairly good ride. And I wanted to surprise my kids. So I did a mom thing and went there and while they were in school, and I went and picked up this iguana. I went there, and the lady goes, we also have a snake. And I'm like, okay. I don't remember what kind it had been. I'm thinking it was a ball python, but I'm not sure. I do not remember because he had several snakes. I just can't remember that one. I don't know if my mind blocked it out or whatever, but so anywho, we got the aquariums with them, the cages and everything. But she said, I can't find the exact lid for this one for it to lock for the snake. And I'm like, oh, okay. I'm thinking that's not a good idea. And she said, well, I can give you 2 bricks. We'll put them on the top. I don't think you'll have any trouble taking them home that way. Okay. Back then I had a Jeep Grand Cherokee, and they were all the way in the back. And so we left. Me and the iguana and the snake were headed home. On the way home, I hear a thump in the back of my vehicle. And I'm like, what was that? I look in the rearview mirror and I only see 1 brick. Now, I can't really see if the lid has been moved, but there's only 1 brick instead of 2. And this was not a tiny snake that we got. So I'm racing home at this point. Because all I can think of now, I have mass paranoia. I'm thinking, man, that sucker's going to come up, wrap itself around my legs, going to come up, wrap itself around my neck. I'm going to be in trouble. So I wasn't even thinking if I get pulled over. I know what I do. I probably get arrested because I probably jump out of the car and say, you drive this vehicle with that snake loose. Anywho, so I raced home. Didn't get a ticket, didn't get pulled over. Practically had a panic attack. I mean, snakes really don't bother me unless they're venomous. But the idea that I am in a situation where I am driving, there's like no way I can defend myself without crashing. So, and it's going to be coming up behind me or underneath me. I have no idea where I'm going to meet this snake at. I got home and I did not bring those animals in. I waited until I had help, and here the snake had gotten out and it had been in the back seat. So I do not know if it had been there while I was driving, because I had not seen it in the rearview mirror, which I had been checking every second that I could take my eyes off the road. But yeah, so all I had in my head was the scenarios of it either coming up the back of my seat and going around my headrest and looking at me and choking me out, or going up underneath my seat and grabbing around my ankles. And so I had all that going on in my head. But we did make it home and we were all right. Kids were excited. And then I had another incident same week. I was batting 1,000 because he had some reptiles that ate little baby crickets. I went and I got a pile of crickets. I don't remember how many there were in a container, but they actually had them in containers where they were kind of plastic containers where you had those egg cartons made out of the cardboard type egg cartons. And so I'm going down to his room. He had the whole basement as his bedroom. And I went down the steps and I dropped the box. The lid comes off and there are millions, I know I'm exaggerating, but that's what it looked like, of these little baby crickets scattering everywhere. And if you ever saw little baby crickets, they're not the black ones. They're not black. They are like a tan color. And my son had a tan rug in his room. So, yeah, there was no finding all these crickets. And to see the rug come to life and look like it's breathing and moving was not a good sight. So, I am panicking. I have a broom in my hand and I'm swishing side to side as I'm making myself a path to get to the back door and opening the back door up. And it's like I might as well would have flushed my money down the toilet or swept it out into the air, because we lost most of the crickets. And there I was, sucking them up with a vacuum, and yeah, it was not a good experience. But when you look back on it now, it is kind of funny. But when it's happening at that moment, you're like, could things get any worse? And why did I just ask that and put it out in the universe? Yeah. So that's how my day went last night and this morning, where I was trying to frantically get these up there. But I still thought I better come on here and explain myself, because when we jump and come back on here, we're going to be on number 41, because your prompt 38 was something 3D, prompt 39 was Anaconda, and then I did this one for Ozzy, the something upside down, number 40. So the next time I come in here with not a long-winded story or whatever, I'm going to be doing number 41, which looks like a real sucky prompt. Computer from the future. Yeah. Well, I can give you the next one is going to be a bright idea. It says a bright idea. So if you're doing this along with me, I am sorry that I had to skip over these being done in a video, and this one was already done from a while back. I skipped from it when Ozzy had passed, and so now we're at 41 is computer from the future, and then 42 is a bright idea, and then 43 is Grand Canyon. Guess you can see those. Bright idea and Grand Canyon. And I just realized that I have my phone in backwards, so the camera's on this end, not that end. So now I'm all discombobulated. Anywho, thanks for stopping by. Give me a like, subscribe if you haven't. You can see some more bloopers in real time, and I shall see you in the next video. Thank you so much. Bye. Until next time.